Hey y'all, it's Erin from the Underground Railroad. You are tuning in to another great show on the Four-Eyed Radio Network. To listen to more of this show and other great shows, tune into www.foureyedradio.com.
That's right, kids. This is your good pal, Steve-O from Four-Eye Radio Network. I'm here to talk about a great person. Now, think about it. Who are you going to call when your logo looks like shit? You want a kick-ass logo. You want people to see your logo and go, you know what? That's an awesome logo. I wonder who did that logo. Well, I'll tell you who could do your logos for you. Check out Raven Designs. Special care of your work. Special inquiries, check her out. She's got everything. Ravencruise.com is the place to go because you want a kick-ass logo. You want to stand above the rest. I guarantee it. You hear this song in the background, you know these guys have a kick-ass logo. It's a recognizable logo, and I guarantee it if Raven was back in that time period, she probably would have made it for them. And they would have been like, hells yeah, people know who we are because we got Raven Designs behind us. Check out Ravencruise.com if you want a kick-ass logo for business cards. Maybe you want to put it on a car. These guys did. Maybe you want to put it on your building. You want something kick-ass. You want something that people can see and just go, this is awesome. Check out Ravencruise.com. And you know what? Do it. Do it right now. You got nothing else going on for you right now. Get a kick-ass logo. Check out her artwork, Ravencruise.com. Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of White-Tukee. I, of course, am your host, Steve-O, and I'm joined with a special guest.
What up?
That's right, you know him from The Fro Show.
The Fro Show.
And also Socially Awkward, Matthew Renfro. So we actually just got back from the Tilted Kilt.
Yes.
And we came home, and I'm not going to lie, we've been doing some drinking.
Yes, we have.
And Matt was like, you want to record something? And I'm like, yeah, let's go.
I did say that. Yes, you are correct, sir.
So we decided to talk about the Tilted Kilt and our experience tonight.
Fuck that place.
Fucking Tammy.
Fucking Sierra.
Well, Tammy Sierra Lindsay is the name we
That's the code name we came up with.
We gave with the waitress. Of course, we all know that she will probably not listen to this at all.
No, of course not.
But yes, Matthew went to into high school together, and that's how we'd established him to be on the podcast network. And this is his first time on White-Tukee.
Yes.
So, of course, Patrick is missing in action. I think he's off clubbing lemmings.
Long-time listener. First-time caller.
So, Matthew,
what's up?
Let's talk about tonight's evening. Let's see. So we got done doing a podcast, and we decided, fuck it, let's get something to eat. Where you guys want to go? We said Tilted Kilt. Why not? Boobs.
Yeah.
And what was your first impression of the waitress when she came by?
I wasn't down.
Yes.
And I made that known. And the only reason why is because her service sucked. The first time she came up, she threw some coasters down. She said, I'll be right with you.
Yes.
Not, hey, my name's whatever the fuck it is, Sierra Lindsay. What's the last name we thought of?
It was Tammy Sierra Lindsay.
Tammy.
Fucking Tammy.
I'll bring you some waters. Nothing like that. Just
no.
threw some coasters down. I'll be right back.
Unless, she said, she stopped midway through and said, unless you guys know your drinks that you want right now.
Oh, yeah.
And we did not. But to be fair, Matthew did have to stop off at the restroom first.
I did.
And she did come by and say her name was Tammy Susan Lindsay, which is weird to give us her entire full name. And Eric and I were there. And we were like, oh, hi, we're doing good. And then she was like, I'll be right with you. But Matt had enough time to go to the bathroom, come back, and we actually were talking for a bit before she even came back around. Mm-hmm. So already, I guess the term is called red flag.
Red flag. I guess in the serving world. I guess. Right
Well,
on.
just red flag in general. When you're talking with somebody and like you're maybe interested in this person, or they're telling you a story, and just all of a sudden you're just kind of like,
Something
wait.
comes up.
Something comes up, and it should stop you.
Red flag.
Like red flag. Like there's always, and it's not just one red flag. There's always like multiple red flags.
Dude, she just sucked. She was horrible. She sucked, dude. How long were we there? We were there for like.
We got there. I want to say we probably got there about 9:30.
Yeah.
It is almost 12.
It's about midnight.
I would say we got back. Maybe probably 11:50.
There's 3 of us.
And there was 3 of us.
Yeah.
And the majority of the waiting was mostly just her coming back. It wasn't
even when she like gave us the checks, dude. My check was fine. Not gonna complain on
yeah,
that.
Matt's check was fine. Everything checked out, and then she fucked up ours.
Yeah.
Even the second red flag came up when we ordered drinks, and that went swimmingly. Which I think was funny because Eric was like,
Granted, you didn't enjoy your beer.
I didn't enjoy my beer, but you know what? I took a chance on something new, and I didn't like
yeah,
it. You know
and
what?
I made you drink it.
You know what? It happened. Hey, you know what? My reward was a cigarette, so.
It was. That's right. Yeah.
That is a horrible peer pressure.
Well, you fucking ordered it, so you might as well drink it.
That's
you spent
true.
the money on that.
Yeah. But the second red flag came to, which is weird because when Eric ordered his drink, he goes Dr. Pepper, and she was right off the bat, right quick with it, going
Mr. Pip.
Mr. Pip.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, she knows her shit. Comes to our orders. Eric's all like, I'll get the
She
pub
knows her
nachos.
shit of soft drinks.
Yeah, she knows her shit on. That's about it. That's all Tammy fucking knew was soft drinks. If Tammy's favorite soft drink was probably Tab.
Yeah. That's probably why her and Eric got so
well. But she comes over to me, and I'm like, yeah, can I get the boneless wings?
Uh-huh.
I'll get the Guinness barbecue sauce.
Straight.
And then can I get the onion rings of, the stacked onion rings?
Yeah.
And then she's all like, what?
What did you say?
And she's like, what did you want? I'm like, boneless wings.
What did you say?
Boneless wings.
Okay, the boneless wings.
Okay. With the Guinness barbecue sauce.
Oh, Guinness sauce. That's a good sauce. You're gonna like that.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Okay, and then the onion ring stacked, which I even had to point out.
Wait, you said the onion rings? Did you want the stack ones, or you want you want the stack ones, right?
That's the only thing that's on the menu.
Okay, I'll get the stack ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get here?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
And then I ordered.
Yeah, and then Matt ordered. So then we're sitting there drinking and having our beers and chit-chatting about, whatever is coming to mind. And then finally, food, I would say, showed up maybe...
It took a while.
It took a while. I'm just gonna guesstimate this maybe 45 minutes, and that might just be lenient.
There was like nobody in that place.
There's nobody in there.
Like,
it wasn't even busy. Like, I'm not saying like the Tilted Kilt is a horrible place. I'm just saying like tonight just wasn't a busy night.
I feel like we should have went to Zips.
You know what? I think we would have been happier with Zips.
But
I would have been happier with
I
Zips.
also feel like Zips would have been maybe a little crowded too.
I'm starting to believe those Zips. Yeah, but Zips not only would have been crowded, but it would have been probably a lot of better experience.
Maybe.
And Zips to me right now is like our bar.
Zips
Is the official.
Z-I-P-S.
Oh, I thought you had a song.
48th Street in the morning.
Is that their?
I don't know, dude. I have no idea.
Or is just some guy just going Zips? Yeah. So we get our food finally. We eat that. Matt ordered another beer,
Yes, I did.
and I would say that didn't come until.
I know. I was like, you guys remember I
Yeah,
ordered a beer, right?
I'm pretty sure you did.
And then it showed up.
I'm
just telling you. If you go to Tilted Kilt on Kyrene and Warner, and you get a lady's name that rhymes with Simira, don't do it.
Yeah, just
Don't
leave.
do it.
Just flip the table and go.
I didn't say her name, so I was respectful.
I know.
It rhymes with Simira.
Samira.
So,
well, we'd be smearing her name all over the place.
Let's
tonight.
not do that. Get away.
Just get away.
Back up.
Yeah, just don't go in there.
So what's up with this all White-Tukee? Like, what's going on with the show? Like, you've been having this for a while now.
Yeah.
You and Pat.
Uh-huh.
Never been on it.
Never been.
Like I said, long-time listener, first-time caller.
First-time caller, yes.
So, what's up? What do we do on Tukey Talk?
Tukey Talk, basically, what Pat and I usually do is we kind of catch up. We usually do a catch-up. So, like, what's going on in his life, what's going on in my life. And basically what ends up happening is we go on tangents.
Okay.
So one time, like, we brought up the whole Inspector Gadget, where we were realizing Inspector Gadget was pretty much a messed up cop. Like, he seemed to be a bumbling idiot, yet he
was a detective, dude.
Well, he gets into an accident, and then the government decides to give him all these tools and items, and I'm all like, don't you think that was the worst, like, investment you could ever do, to give it to a bumbling idiot? Because, like, he never solved any of the mysteries. It was more Penny did all the work for him.
No kidding.
And then he just got all the credit for it, you know?
Wait, was Penny his
niece?
Niece. Okay.
And then
yeah.
I also sit there going, where's the parents? Why would you give them to this? My Uncle Gadget's going to watch
dude,
me.
It was like the fucking late 80s, early 90s.
Still, I'm still questioning it. So then Pat came up with the idea that I would get into an accident and I would become Inspector Maytag, where I would...
Inspector Maytag?
Yeah, where basically they would just take Maytag appliances and put them inside me.
You just fucking... Oh, yeah, you put them inside you?
Yeah, but it's all like horrible versions of Maytag, like really outdated ones. Like, I think I had like a foot for a blender or...
Oh,
just
that's
something.
fucked up.
Yeah. It was real bad. So basically that's what ends up happening. Pat and I just kind of go off on tangents and we just kind of talk about stuff. Like
that's
sometimes
cool.
we'll find some stories to talk about, or like last time Chase was on, I kind of interviewed him, you know, talking about growing up in the Ahwatukee, how we met and all that kind of stuff.
That's chill.
So all that kind of stuff. So what is, because you're back in Tukey now. You just bought a house last year, right?
Don't ask me how we met, dude, because I'm not gonna fucking.
I'm not gonna.
Do you even remember how we met?
I know we had classes together.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
I just know you.
No, I know you too, but I know we had some classes together, and then I knew we both played instruments.
Yes, that we did. You had Muffin Colt, I had Low Tide. I know that.
We know that, and then I think I'm trying to remember. Did we?
I don't know. I remember your sister.
Yeah, everyone seems to know my sister. Well, she was loose. What do you expect? She was like fucking Tammy.
No, I remember her from Drama Days. Yeah, that's like how I came associated with her.
Yeah, so usually that's how a lot of people remember me by was.
But I know we had to have classes.
Yeah, I think we had like either an English class or a history class. We had something. Whether it was sophomore year.
For anybody that hasn't listened to any of the shows on the network, I have the worst memory in the world. Like my memory is horrible, so I don't remember anything. So me saying all this stuff right now is nothing new.
Yeah. So I mean, that actually happened to us when we saw Pacific Rim. Right after I left the movie, I was like, "Hey Matt, what'd you think?" Matt's like, "Of what?"
Oh shut up, dude. I thought Pacific Rim was chill.
Yeah,
that was a good movie. Yes, I'm back in Tukey, like you said, renting a house out there. The wife and I and the dog, and we live with my brother. Well, not my brother under me. The second to, not the youngest brother, the middle brother, you would say. I don't know. There's 4 of us. So how would you classify that?
Okay, well,
I'm the oldest.
Okay, so you're the oldest. Is the third child always gets screwed? Is that the case with?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, you wouldn't remember.
And not that I would remember. Like, I'm a lot older than my brothers.
Okay.
First of all, so I live my life, and I live my life for me and the people that I need to live it for. So the thing about my brother is like he lives with us, but I rarely see him. He's kind of like a ghost in our house.
Is he like Ghost Protocol?
I guess you could if you want to fucking play that route. Mm-hmm. I know where his room is. I know when he's home. And other than that, I don't really know. I know when he's home, like, because his car's in the driveway and the light's on in his room, but we don't really interact too much. It's kind of weird because we're like the brothers that get along. Like,
okay.
He's a huge gamer.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm a gamer. We fucking get down with all that shit.
Very nice.
But we don't really interact too much. It's kind of weird. But, whatever.
That happens.
He pays rent, so that's all I fucking care about.
Well, that's like Kyle and I, my brother who's also on the network. He and I are like the closest. And then Ryan, I don't know, even I think he lives in New York now.
Yeah,
or
he's like cross country
California.
or something
He's
like
all
that.
over the place. But yeah, well, that's like my roommate and I, our unofficial intern Sammy. It's like I haven't seen her
Who?
for Sammy, unofficial intern. You don't remember?
I don't know Sammy.
Fucking Sammy.
I don't know her.
Okay. Well, anyways, like I haven't seen her for like 2 days now.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, like yesterday I came home and then I left for a bit and then came back and like, is she even home? Like I couldn't even realize. And then even today, like we just did the show and usually she pops in and I was like, what the? And then I guess
I know. That's why I was like, granted, I know who Sammy is, guys. Jeez. I was like, dude, Sammy, like, where's Sammy? She didn't even say hi.
Which is funny because she was on my sister's show and she hasn't even been on any of our shows.
Oh, no, she's been on our show. Remember that one time her and her friend came on?
Oh, now who has the bad memory? This guy right here.
I guess my memories, I got bad memory, but I remember like stuff.
Certain stuff. Yeah, so yeah, apparently she's out drinking in Chandler with a bunch of people right now. And then I got weird text messages from people she was hanging out with. So that's
it.
So weird. Like, so how do you think is so still living it now? You were there during the whole Obama when he came into town in Tukee, and you were able to look over your fence and be like, oh, there he is.
Yeah, so my backyard literally backs up to 32nd Street, which is the street right across from the high school we went to. It was interesting because there's a lot of protesters, there were a lot of supporters, and it kind of pissed me off because I'm not really a political person. I mean, I can respect people's views, and I'm not going to fight anybody on it. If you want to protest, go for it. That's all you. If you want to support, right on. The thing about it, though, is like people get so like combative about it. So literally right outside our back fence, I would look over the wall, and there were like these two supporters that were walking by on the sidewalk next to this like small group of protesters walking by, minding their own business, and these people turned around and they got really nasty with these two people, and I was freaking witnessing it, like right over my fence. They're like, the girl was holding a sign that said "Women Heart Obama," and this woman was like, well, I don't fucking heart Obama. Like, totally, like, just turn around. Like, this girl's just walking, like, just holding the sign.
Like, holding a sign.
You, not really trying to confront you at all. And she totally stopped her and just started getting in her face. And the guy that she was with was like, hold on. Like, come on, just let us walk by. Like, this is ridiculous. The president hadn't even shown up to the vicinity of Ahwatukee yet. I'm just sitting there and like, I got pissed off because for one, I wanted to say something, but two, I wasn't going to say a damn thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not political at all. So if I were to say something and get into like some confrontation where they're like, well, blah, 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 I'll start doing all these policies and shit like that, I wouldn't be able to.
That's when you just throw out like nerd stuff where you're just like, oh yeah, but in Star Trek.
It's like, it's not even like that. It's like I wouldn't be able to fend for myself. It's because I don't know, and I will fucking say it to anybody. I don't know. Yeah. I have no idea. And maybe that's my fault because I'm not into politics. It's not my thing. Like, if you want to rat on me, fucking rat on me. What are you going to do? I don't fucking care.
You're going to get a bunch of angry tweets now.
So, yeah, I'd be glad to have any tweets, personally.
Really?
I don't get any tweets. So, if you want to rat on me, I'd be like, oh, sweet.
Interaction.
Oh, my God, I'm getting tweets.
On another media.
I just really felt bad because I sympathized for this girl and this guy because they were just walking to try to get to the position that they wanted, to see a clear view of the president driving by in his fucking motorcade, which I saw, which was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
It was a pretty baller.
But again, it's like I'll touch on that in a second. But these people are just walking by, like, they did not need to be confronted at all. But I guess that's the present state of people and their desires to make their opinion known, be it political or whatever. But so the motorcade comes by, and there was a shit load of people that like came to like gather for this thing.
I remember seeing that on the news.
and I got a kick out of the protesters because they came in force, and he drove by in a car.
Yeah.
Like, you guys stood out here for fucking 3 hours to hold a sign for him to drive by in a car to view.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he didn't get out of the car.
Yeah.
He wasn't like, well, I appreciate your sign.
Yeah.
I appreciate your talents to draw on the sign,
That's a very good picture of me.
no, like, he drove by.
Yeah.
Like, he just drove by. Like, you know, like, I get it. Like, you want to make your presence known, and if you feel good because you created the sign that he rode by and it was like, impeach Obama, and you were like, oh, I fucking stuck it to him.
Yeah.
Like, good for you. That's fucking great. But he drove by in a motorcade, and he saw your sign for like 2.5 seconds.
You know what? To be fair, he probably didn't even see the sign. He's probably tweeting on his phone going, yeah.
That, or he was looking at all these things and be like, oh, these motherfuckers. Look at these guys.
How long did you stay out here? Long time.
The thing about it was like,
seconds.
my whole mentality, again, not political whatsoever, my whole mentality was like, holy shit, I live right here, and the president of the United States is like 300 yards away.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that is really cool.
I don't give a shit what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Like, he's literally like 300 yards away. Across the street. That's nuts.
I remember, because I remember with Facebook, it blew up and everybody was like, I bought my ticket. It was like, I think it was like an $80 ticket to.
It's like he came to our high school.
To our high school. But I was like,
to talk about the fucking housing economy in Arizona. Like, why did you come to Desert Vista?
Yeah.
You probably should have went to like Maricopa or something.
Yeah, either Maricopa or even ASU.
I think Desert Vista and Ahwatukee's doing okay.
Doing okay. Or maybe he just went in there and was like, I would like to talk to you about my favorite food. It's gummy bears.
Have you guys had broccoli? I really suggest that you throw some cheese on it.
Pretty good.
Cheese and broccoli.
They're like little miniature trees. They make you feel like a giant when you eat them.
Yeah.
Put them in your mouth.
Michelle Obama likes the broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
And the daughters.
I make sure
I don't remember their names right now.
I believe it's little one and other little one.
For some reason,
think it was Tammy and Lindsay.
I feel like it's like Michaela.
Yes, I think that is one.
And the other one.
Obviously, she's not my favorite.
We try to give them their greens, be it collard greens or broccoli. Those are the only two we give.
Or maybe even I make it rain sometimes.
I make it rain. I make it rain. Asparagus.
Yeah, I'm actually waiting for him when he leaves office just to be like, now I'm going to sit on my porch, smoke some weed, drink a 40, and I'm out. And just drops the mic and just like walks off. And it's all like, that was pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't know. It's just so weird.
Okay, so, damn it, dude. I'm not political, but there has been a lot of changes within the nation. I can't even believe I'm fucking saying this. Dude.
Oh, here we go.
And it's just, we're kind of on this like tangent now.
The truth comes out on all.
No, it's like, if you think about it, like, look at like where we are compared to where we were then. Like, fucking, like, weed's legal in like a lot of states.
Yes.
Like, things are happening. Like, he's bringing like healthcare and all this shit, and a lot of people hate it, and that's fine. Like, whatever. I have a good job. I have healthcare.
Yes.
This shit doesn't bother me. So whatever. But like the people out there that don't have healthcare, they have to get health like care now. Yeah, that sucks because it might be expensive, but like everybody has healthcare now, like, or they're supposed to.
Yes.
I mean, I don't live in Canada, but Canada has healthcare, right?
Oh yeah, and their healthcare is like ridiculously good.
Is there shit like ours though?
No.
Like, but is it like really cheap there? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
it's weird because it's funny because Canada has a lot of good like healthcare stuff. Yeah, it's so funny. Like I talk about Canada all the time. People are like, "Are you Canadian, Steve?" I want to go to Canada. I'd love to go to Canada.
Oh, well, I've been to British Columbia.
That's more than I have. I've been to Mexico, and that's about it.
I've been there too.
Well, you win.
Where'd you go?
I have no idea. It was for Hands Across the Border.
Oh, where'd you go?
No idea.
Oh, you got to remember that.
I remember.
Did you go to
I remember.
Rocket Point or Puerto Penasco?
It had to be the second one because it wasn't Rocky Point. I'll tell you that
It's
much.
the same thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't any of those because it was a really bad part of Mexico.
How long were you there?
About like 4 or 5 days.
Did you like build some houses or paint
No,
some
no,
fences,
it was a school thing. We went over. It was like a student exchange thing. So we went over, spent some time with our partner, and then like I think at the end, like in May, they came out here and spent time with us, like and your family, and got the culture of
for like 4 days?
yeah, or something like that.
Seems kind of like short-lived.
Yeah, well, it's like I was in 8th grade. I didn't party that much. I took a
Well, it's not even about like partying when you're in 8th grade. I figured like if you're gonna 4 days, like can you really get like the culture
I got
shock?
sick
You did?
drinking the water.
Fucking! They were like, yeah, fucking drink the water,
Yeah,
gringo.
Yeah, I was like, I like this new nickname, Gringo.
That's horrible, dude. You got sick?
Yeah, I got sick on the first day, and then I was fine afterwards. But it was just like, it was okay.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that's weird.
I figured they
Like
would.
Pat was actually with me on that trip.
Was he?
Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't talked about it yet. Going to Mexico for that short little bit of time.
I went to DC.
I haven't the only like I'm trying to think like I've been to New York.
You've been there?
Been to Florida. California.
Been there.
South Carolina.
Going there.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm going there this
I went.
year.
I went there 2 years in a row. Like,
Where'd you go? Myrtle? Did you go to Myrtle?
Hilton Head.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's like a nice little. But it was nice. It was really nice up there.
Where else have you been?
I'm trying to think.
Fucking tangents, man. Like
I know.
we jumped
This is
fucking
what happens,
sharks.
man. This is what. Well, technically, we were talking about United States president, so now we're talking about the United States. So, boom, there.
There you go.
There's the link.
Where else in the U.S. have you gone?
I'm trying to think where else is there. I think I've been to
You've been to Vegas.
I've not been to Vegas.
What?
I've never been to Vegas.
Dude, it's like 4 hours away.
I know, and I've never gone.
Jesus, dude.
I know. I don't live, man. Texas, I think I've been to Texas. No.
Okay.
Maybe.
I've been there for a layover.
Ayo. Because the plane got stopped and you had to...
I've been to where in California have you been?
It's just over to where Disneyland and all that kind of stuff.
All right, so you've been to Anaheim.
Yeah.
All right.
Your geography is a lot better than mine.
Yeah. I've been to San Diego. Been to LA. I consider Anaheim part of LA. San Fran, Seattle. We're doing so I've been to layover in Houston, layover in St. Louis. I've been to DC, Virginia, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New York, Michigan, Utah, Vegas. I think it's about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, you win that one. Well, I've been to Jerome.
That's Arizona, though.
So, have you been to Jerome?
I have not.
Ah.
I hear it's pretty haunted.
Not anymore. They closed that hotel down.
Could still be haunted, though.
No, it was.
Well, it's like a...
It used to be a hospital.
It's like the hotel used to be a hospital.
Used to be a hospital.
But it's like a big mining town, right?
Yeah, it was a huge, I think the mine dried up. But yeah, it was a huge mining town. It was pretty, but it's such a weird town to be in because it's like people are still living there and they still have businesses.
Yeah.
But there's like places where like rock slides have happened and they just left like the decaying buildings there. Like,
oh, that's crazy.
Like no one wants to like pick it up or fix it or anything like that. So I mean, it's cool, but it's just like
Arizona's got some crazy history, man.
Yeah, it does. Like, and then just last year, I did some traveling. It was still in Arizona, but I went to finally like Flagstaff, which I haven't been in a long time, and the same with even Tucson. So
yeah,
got out there for a little bit, and then everything stopped again.
Yeah, we went up to Page because we were driving up through Page to Utah. That was first time ever going to Page. It's northern Arizona. Crazy small town. We actually stayed overnight there. And they had like a single movie theater that was playing one movie.
Oh my God, what was it playing?
It was the last Twilight movie.
Oh no.
And it must have been like opening weekend because there was a line fucking out the door. And we got up there, got to our hotel, we're chilling out for a little bit, and we're like, we're hungry. There's like a Taco Bell down the road, so we decided to get some tacos. And drove over there, and across the street, this lone movie theater with one fucking theater playing Twilight, and a line out the door. We were like, oh, man, like this is crazy. And my wife, she grew up in a small town. Like her graduating class was 50 people, that blows my mind. Because we graduated with like 500 plus.
500 plus.
It's crazy. It blows my mind. So she's from a really small town, like rural fucking Utah, and even like seeing the lone movie theater for her was just like, whoa, it's kind of crazy. So. I just thought it was pretty nutty, but
that's pretty. That's
not 500 fucking people like we graduated with.
Yeah, no, and now we're all those 550 something people.
Well, you remember like when? Okay, so we got this like the major road in Ahwatukee would be we have Chandler Boulevard, we have Ray Road, and then we have Pecos Road.
Yes,
and Pecos is kind of like the subsequential freeway, if you want to call it.
Yeah.
So
that's actually a good way to put it.
When we were growing up, like Pecos was like, it was kind of like the wild fucking frontier.
Yeah. Like, no lights.
No lights. Long fucking stretch of just actually it was singular then. Like it was a 2-lane road, wasn't it? Or was it with still the 2 lanes on both sides?
I think it was 2 lanes on both sides, but it wasn't like as big as it is now, I think.
All right.
Because they expanded. I remember because
I know they expanded.
It was our senior year because I remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was originally, but it was just again no lights, just fucking this long road. And I remember I had a Honda Civic hatchback, a '92. It was stick shift. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, dude. It was like this was my first car. I thought I was hot shit. Like I would take it on Pecos Road and I would fucking race it.
Mm-hmm.
I would pull like fucking lay it down on the ground and just shift. I'm sure I was doing everything to ruin this fucking car. Granted, I drove this car into the ground, so I'm sure I was doing everything that I could possibly do to get this car to just die. But I remember we would go all the way down. This was before, if you go out there now, there's like Foothills Reserve, like way in the hell out there. This was before that even came up. This was like you had the Foothills. Well, you had Lakewood.
Yes.
You had Foothills, and then you had Foothills Club West.
Yes.
You go a little bit past that, and it would just dead end.
Yes.
And so you go out there, and there was like the desert parties and all that shit. So you go to the very end, and like we'd have a group of people. We'd go out there. We weren't drinking yet, but like we were still like we were hanging out. Mm-hmm. Like we're having a good time. We'd go out there. We'd be blaring our music like we're fucking Fast and the Furious. Like, and we'd be like, "All right, let's go." Get in there. Are these girls? You gonna ride with us? What are you gonna do? So. And the sorry thing about my car was like my car was red. And for some reason, around this time, this had to be year between sophomore and junior year.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's when I started driving. Arizona Mills is like the newest mall.
Yes,
that popped up.
I remember that. Yeah.
So Arizona Mills now is a fucking dirtbag, fucking horrible place.
Side note: I was actually just driving on the freeway towards, and they have like a carnival going on right there now, which is weird.
That's great. So Arizona Mills was like the new hot thing.
Yeah.
You go there and there'd be like these kiosks that had you could get like the sport emblems and shit for your car. You could fucking get the Euro lights.
Yes.
You could do all these like horrible like little things to deck your car out. That was like the big thing. So I didn't buy any of that, but I would go there and look at it and be like, what can I do to my car where I don't need to buy it, but I could do it to my car. So I'd take my Honda emblems off. My car was red. I got yellow spray paint. So I spray painted my Honda emblems yellow, put them back on. I got my wiper blades off, or the chassis for
Okay,
them.
yeah.
I spray painted those yellow. I put them back on. And I was like, this is fucking legit. And then I got some alphanumeric. There was this company out there. It was called alphanumeric. And I got some alphanumeric decals. I had one like right in the center of my my front windshield, right above the rear view mirror. And I had one in my back window, behind the driver's seat, like in that lower corner. And then I was really into Billabong.
Oh,
remember the
yeah.
clothing company Billabong? So I got a Billabong decal, and I put it on my fucking gas cap, and it was yellow too.
Oh, nice.
So people would call my car ketchup and mustard.
Oh,
because it was red and
yellow. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, whatever. So we'd be at the end of the Pecos, and we'd, again, like we said, who's gonna fucking ride with us? So we'd get that going, and we'd be sitting there, fucking Fast and Furious style. And here I am with this fucking 92 Civic, 4-cylinder hatchback, and I'm sitting there like revving my shit, like looking over to whoever I'm gonna race, and I'd be like, yeah, let's fucking do this. Here I am, I'm 16. Let's go. And like it was like fucking the movie Grease, where you have some girl up there that
really?
has like the fucking the flag, like let's go, yeah, go.
So weird.
So weird. We'd fucking go, and my car's just like, just like instant, like horrible. And I mean, I know how to drive, but like it's just I have a 4-cylinder. Like I'm gonna be fucking hauling ass. Fuck yeah. And like I'd be going up against people that had like a Toyota like Celica.
Oh shit.
When they had like the little sports model and
yeah.
shit. I was 16. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
I don't think anybody knew what we were doing at 16.
That was like the shenanigans that we'd get in, and like,
which is funny because if you guys were hanging out like at the desert party over there, not too far from you was us in the Safeway parking lot, hanging out there.
Chandler and 48th.
No, in the Foothills one.
Oh, so Desert Foothills and Chandler, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when there was a Burger King there.
Yeah, that's right. And then it closed down and became
Eddie Chan's.
Yes, and then
that Chinese place, and now it's a Filiberto's.
Now it's a Filiberto's.
But and the Jack in the Box was there across the street. That's
that actually was just built, I think, before we got out of high school.
Yeah,
that was a good spot.
I actually never went to any of the desert parties.
Okay,
I just know that they were happening. There was a recreation pool on you had Chandler Boulevard, and then would switch over to Ray Road.
Okay.
Or by the elementary school, Monte Vista. And then if you went on Thunderhill, there was a community pool.
Okay, yes.
So a lot of my friends and I would we would go over there like late night, hop the fence, jump on the rafters to go up on the main roof, and then we would like cliff dive, if you want to say, but we would just jump into the pool, but it was like really high, so you kind of got the thrill of like, oh my god,
yeah,
and then you hit the water. So we would do that a lot, but then like we'd have to fucking walk all the way back up to like where he lived, which was kind of a trek, but and soaking wet too.
Yeah,
you're like, oh shit.
No, I remember.
That was chill.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah,
but yeah, we did that a lot, and man, I don't know, man. Tukee.
I know, it's so funny to realize like how much is actually changed, because I know when I first moved into Tukee, that huge Bank of America building that's all the way in like Mesa, like it's over by like I think closer to MCC or whatnot,
or by Fiesta Mall.
You could see that from like my house. Yeah, and then now it's like it's all built up.
Yeah,
and
it's all built up.
Just everything like that. It's just kind of funny. But
when did you move there?
Moved in probably 1987, 88.
Yeah, I moved here in '91.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're more established than I am.
I'm glad you think so.
Hey,
But yeah, no. But yeah, that's what I actually like is talking with people who actually grew up in the Tukee area, because then we get to hear like everyone's different stories. Because like it's like there was a lot more going on like in different groups and people even before like you met up with the people you hang out with,
Yeah.
today and stuff like that, which is always kind of interesting just to think to be like, wow, we weren't because we used to do the Indian reservation parties, where we would cross over into the Indians' land and like do stuff there and almost get busted by like res cops and all that kind of crap. Yeah.
See, I never did anything like that. Like, I hung out with a lot of people. Like, I wasn't ever really tied down to like one group of friends. Like, I don't know. I just kind of jumped around a lot. I was kind of like a lone wolf, but I was accepted in all these different places.
So then you finally got your wolf back, huh?
Yeah. Because I did choir, I did like drama, I did dance, like I did all these like
Yeah, you were in a lot of different.
Yeah, I did all these like performing arts things. So my span of like people I knew was quite diverse. And then I started playing music, which even made it more. So like I don't know, I was just all over the place. Like I would do lots of crazy things, and it could be like every other weekend or like whenever. I would just, what's going on tonight? Okay, I'm gonna go do that. Or I have a rehearsal for here or whatever. Blah blah blah. And then I was never like tied down to one group of peeps, but
one group of peeps,
which is that's me.
No,
whatever.
that's like it's good to like to get out there, because it's like half the people it's like I'm still in touch with pretty much I went to like high school with like close friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, and that's only because we had social media. Like I guarantee if we didn't have social media,
well, back then we didn't.
Yeah. Well, back then we just finally got cell phones.
Yeah, well,
like,
yeah, we didn't have text messaging or anything like that.
Yeah, I think Pat and I talked about it. I think text messaging just was being like the first iteration of it was just coming out like our senior year, like we were like leaving high school, is when people started doing texting. I think.
Well, I think it was like money too. Like it cost money.
Yeah, it cost money to do.
Like once I started playing music, like that kind of like opened my door a little bit wider, because we were getting older. Like we were playing out, we were like playing in the Nile, and we were playing Club Rio and the Bash on Ash.
Oh man!
And, like all these different venues around town. So like we would go play, and like we'd be seeing other people that were older than us, that were in college, and like all that other shit. And then all the people that were like in like going to school or like nearby like Mountain Point and all these Corona and all these different places would come out and see all these shows. Like it broadened the fucking like all these people. You're like, holy shit! Like whoa, I've never met you before. Who are you?
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. Like when that started happening, it totally flipped my world upside down. Like it was kind of weird. It was cool but weird.
No, yeah, well that's kind of like as
when
like
I started drinking and like doing other shit.
Yeah, Matt got me to do heroin once.
Don't
I'm just
that.
kidding.
Don't
No, we're talking about like Matt was telling me, he was like, if you finish your beer, then go and have a cigarette. I'm like, you're like the worst peer pressure ever. So that
I
was
only
like,
said that because you paid for the beer, like just drink.
I know, but then
the
I was like, you know what? If Matt and I were like in college, like hanging out and stuff like that, he probably could have convinced me to do heroin. Like he wouldn't have touched it, but he'd been like, Steve, you should do it.
No, hell, fuck no, dude. You kidding me? I would have been like, no, you don't need that.
Here's Coke.
Dewey, don't do this, Dewey. You want nothing to do with that. You ever seen Dewey Cox?
No, I still haven't seen that.
Oh,
Everyone keeps giving me, yeah, I still got to see. Yeah, it's all like, what does it do to you? Nothing.
You don't want anything to do with this, Dewey Cox. And then he ends up doing it. But yeah, it was, that's like the whole music thing, like changed my realm. That's like
like
changed my personality.
Oh yeah, because that's like what I was saying with the podcasting. It's just like everybody that we've met just doing this now. It's just like, and we keep growing and getting more people, and now hanging out with all these.
We met a lot of crazy people.
Yeah.
Crazy, awesome people.
Oh yeah. Oh well, that's the thing. Like going to the show with Matt and Jen for Less Than Jake.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was
Yeah.
so much fun. Like I would definitely like those two. Those are definitely people you want to go to concerts with.
For sure. And they're coming on next Friday. Socially Awkward. Tune in.
I'm trying to think when this episode might drop on Thursday. So yeah, we'll see.
Oh, damn, that's happening a while from now.
Yeah, I mean, half the time Pat and I would record on a Friday like evening before our show, and then I think the show would get released on like Thursday or something like that.
Oh, that's chill.
Yeah.
Hello, Thursday.
Well, this is like a secret podcast because this is just one that Matt was like, "Let's record something." So I was like, "All right."
I was feeling a little frisky.
Little frisky.
I was like,
practically pulled my board down.
let's
Ow! But yeah, no, I like having. I'm actually want to say I'm glad that you were able to do this and hope you can do it again because I like how you like to talk and you like to talk about interesting things and you can actually like I was sitting here for the majority of the show just like listening to you because you actually have like stories that would be like okay like Chase when he came on like nothing to bash Chase because he's never done a podcast before but it was just all like so remember this hey what about that what are you doing right now and he's just kind of like yeah doing this. So yeah,
I get that. I mean, first time.
No, and I totally get that. So, but it's cool to have.
It gets awkward sometimes, but
no, it can.
I'm surprised I even have fucking stories, man. You know me, like I don't remember shit.
Hey, that's what this is all. Man, this is what all White-Tukee's about, man. Just remembering the past.
Oh man.
And if you can't remember the past, make a future.
Oh, that's poetic.
Actually, I kind of like that. I think we're going to use
if
that
you
as
can't remember the past, make a future.
Make a future. I think we're going to use that as the sign-off now because we haven't had a sign-off.
Oh, yeah?
I think the show is getting a little bit better. And then Pat said, unlike you. And I was like, okay, that will probably be the sign-off.
I haven't seen Pat in a while, man.
Yeah, I know. He's been busy with kids. Like, he's been with his wife for like 5 years. And I finally met her like on his birthday this year.
I can't even remember the last time I saw him. Like, it's got to be high school days, dude. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I'd totally come back on.
No, yeah, definitely. I gotta nail him down sometime because he's finishing up schooling right now for engineering, so he's got to do all that because he went to the Marines and then came out and then has like a wife and kids actually all that stuff.
Oh.
He's got a plethora
family,
of
dude.
Kids. Oh yeah, he's a family.
That's growing up. Doing your thing, establishing your roots, excuse me, your roots, and
I like Roosh.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, so
I'm proud of you, Pat. You do your thing, brother.
Do your thing, man. Well, I think I'm good. What about you?
Yeah, I'm good too, man.
You're good too. Okay. Well,
thanks for having me on.
Hey, no problem. Anytime, Matthew. So again, Matt, where can people find you if you're not racing down on Pecos in your ketchup and mustard card?
Yeah, it's been years, but if you don't see me on there, check out the Fro Show. That's my show. Just search Fro Show. You know how to use the internet. You can find me on Socially Awkward with Steve and Eric, and then just find me online. I don't know. Search Matthew. You guys know how to fucking find me. God damn.
Yeah, I know.
You're old enough to use the computer.
You think that, but it's very like Kyle and I created those QR codes for people to just click it and find us stuff. We had so many people show up at our table at Arcade Bros when we did the live show, going like, "I don't have one of these. I don't know how it works." Like they'd rather physically just type it in.
All right, so if you can find me on Twitter that's the
at symbol.
Fucking at symbol. Matthew_Renfro. You can find me on Instagram at Matthew Renfro. You can find me on Twitch now because I'm on Twitch.
Yeah, I got to get mine.
You can find me on twitch.tv/The Fro Show. I don't fucking know. Just
find him.
Fucking throw your big boy pants or big girl pants on and search me.
Yeah.
Search Google Matthew Renfro. I'm gonna pop up.
Or just put in Fro Show. You'll find him there too.
God damn, I look like Drake. You can't not miss me.
Yeah, you were the original.
I'm older.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where can they find you, motherfucker?
Well, you can find me pretty much on the entire network. Every
Yep.
show imaginable, probably. I'm probably created 8 more by the time this comes out.
No,
Just
you're
kidding.
done, dude.
I'm
You're
done.
done for a little bit.
I'm not done. I'm never
You have
done.
shows that you haven't even fucking recorded, but you have.
Actually,
You've got one.
I have one show
You
that
have
has
one.
not been recorded
Yeah,
yet.
you have one. That's
but
right.
everything else has been. They at least have one show. But you can find me at Stephen Mooney Jr. on the Twitter. If you want to follow All White-Tukee, go to at AWT Podcast. We finally have a Twitter handle, so go ahead and feel free to tweet us. We'll sometimes put questions up there or talk about the past and everything like that. Find me on Instagram at SMooney Jr. if you want to check out any of the artwork that I'm posting. And, of course, always every Friday night on Socially Awkward. So until next time, kids, if you don't have a past, you better... Or no, if you can't remember your past, create your future.
There you go.
I think that was it.
I've come to my senses that I've become senseless. And I could give you lessons how to ruin your friendships. And every last conviction, yeah, I smoked them all away. And I drank my frustrations down the drain, out of the way. So I sit and wait and watch.
This has been another fine production of the 4i Radio Network. For more great shows, check out www.4iradio.com.